Well, boys and girls, getting ready to go home, just getting off work. I'm going to go work on the Monty and show you guys this new S10 that I got. I'm back at home now, guys. I'm getting ready to show you the S10 that I bought and with no engine in it, and installed the engine in 2 days. I bought it. I only have $250 invested in the whole truck, so that's a pretty good deal. The interior isn't too bad. Stains and whatnot, but in the seat over there is pretty messed up, pretty chewed up. It's a 5-speed, and yeah, it's dirty because I haven't had a chance to clean it out yet. There's Tigger. But from the outside, windshield's cracked. That kind of sucks, but I can get that fixed. Still a little beat up, but for $250, how can you complain? See if we can't get her started up. When I bought it, the EGR valve, which is right here. That guy right there. As you can see, is the vacuum line isn't even hooked up. Well, that's because I don't have a vacuum line for it. The other EGR valve that I have that is correct has a wire, it just plugs into it. There's no vacuum to it. And as you guys can see, it goes, well, maybe, it goes around to the back of the head back there, and right back there, like way back in here, that's where it bolts on at. And you may ask yourself, well, why didn't you do it before you put the engine in? Well, I was planning on it, and I actually did, but the one that was on this engine was the one that was supposed to be on this engine. What I did was I switched them thinking that that one needed to be there because they're different. Well, that was the wrong move, and now I'm gonna have to pay for it. And the other problem being is down in here where that exhaust hooks into the rest of the exhaust system, the manifold hooks into the exhaust system, is leaking, and that's why it sounds shitty when it starts. So I gotta get that fixed. But other than those two things, the engine in the truck runs perfect. Couldn't ask for a better running truck for $250. So it's not too bad of a truck. It's gonna make me a good one. It's gonna help me save a lot on gas. This thing will get probably 28, 25 miles a gallon, something like that. And Bobo here. Bobo. Say hi to YouTube. Bobo. Bobo. Hemp. Yeah, screw you then. That right there, that's a parts truck that we bought. It has the engine that we're going to be putting in my sister's S10, which is right there. That's the S10. This truck used to be mine, and when I bought it, it was a full running truck. It is converted already to the V8, and I stripped it down on the inside here, and I was going to drag race it. This is going to be my drag truck, but I lost interest in it and decided, it'd be more fun for me to have my little sister drag racing with me at the track rather than building it for myself. And that's hers. I gave it to her for her birthday. And yes, it does have all the parts it needs to run. She already has an engine that's in this truck over here, right there, and the transmission for it is a 350 turbo, and it's in the garage right now. Now you might ask what I'm going to do with the transmission in this truck. Well, that is going to go in the Monty. It's a 4L60E transmission. Yeah, this thing's filthy. This thing's pretty useless. But, not completely, because it has a Vortec 350 under the hood. Right in there. I'd pop the hood, but I don't know if it's going to do that. Nope, it ain't gonna pop open, and I don't feel like messing with it. Yeah, it did. Yep, Vortec 350. That's what's gonna be in my sister's drag truck for her first engine. And that kind of, well, that's kind of, it's gonna be a lot of motor for her first time, especially in a little truck like that S10. But, go big or go home. That's what we do right here at Hamilton Built. Oh, bear! Say hi to YouTube. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass. So that's what I'm planning to do with that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the Monte Carlo. I'll take you all in there with me. Currently on the Monte Carlo, the engine is in the car now. Got the header on, transmission is bolted up. I still have to put the stall converter bolts in it. The new stall converter is in the car. And this header obviously needs mounted up. That's what I'm going to start working on first. I broke my oil sending unit line. Right there, it's broken. But I bought a new one. And I also bought oil for it. And a filter, obviously. And I gotta put the water pump on. Drop the distributor in. Put the carburetor back on it. And radiator. It's gotta go back in it. Power steering pump's got to go back on it. So I got a lot to do. Quite a bit, actually. And we're going to start working on it. So I got a minor setback, folks. On my gasket here. That ain't going to work. There's a hole right there. That can't be. And besides, I was gonna use the gasket and try it, see if it leaked, but I mean it's pretty close right down there. And where else is it? Look up there, it's getting pretty close even. And yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try it, but not now. So that's just a minor setback. I still can put the water pump on, and I can still put the power steering pump on, and you know, all distributor and carburetor, and I still have all that I can do, so it's not going to be a complete setback. I just got to go to town tomorrow and do that. Might even do it tonight. But I can still put the radiator in too. But I'll probably end up starting on the water pump right now. Probably end up starting on that water pump, because that's going to be one of the biggest chores out of the whole deal. Minus the distributor. But I can do the distributor later. I'll do the water pump now. One thing that I like to use for cleaning gaskets, which might be kind of generic, but I just use a razor blade. And what I do is right here where all the surface areas is, right here, sorry my dumbass, scrape up and down, get all that gasket material off. Make sure it's nice and clean. Then what you all want to do is take some brake cleaner and you'll spray on the surface areas that need to be sprayed, like that. Make sure they're nice and clean. It's important that you don't just do it to just the water pump. It's important that you do it to the surfaces like there and there where it'll mount to the engine block. You want those nice and clean too. And only just because if they're not, then you're going to have leaks. And then no one wants that because, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, no one wants that. Once again, brake clean the engine block. Don't throw razor blades at everybody. And then once that's all dry, you can put gasket maker on it, and you can also put gasket maker on the water pump. And then once you put gasket maker on the water pump, you put the gaskets in between them, and that way you ensure you'll have no leaks. So now I got the water pump on. We're getting ready to put the power steering pump on, which is right here. Now I'm putting torque converter bolts in. I got one kind of started over here. And I got two more after that. So far it's coming along pretty good. I got the water pump on. I got that power steering pump on. Got my alternator on. There's a lot of little shit to do, but it'll be done. Guys, I got the torque converter bolted in. I got the radiator dropped in. Bottom hose on the radiator. I'm getting ready to put the top hose on. And what else? Oh, I got the alternator bolted up. Power steering pump on loosely. I got fan pulley on, water pump pulley I should say, and the torque converter bolted up. I think I already said that. Anyways, here's what it looks like. Let's see, it got, there's that. That obviously is not going to work. I don't think I have the bracket right. Oh, that's what it is. This isn't anywhere near tight. Neither is this, obviously, because the fan's not on it. This needs to be put back and bolted down right. But I do have the bottom hose on right there. And I do have Well, that's pretty much it. I gotta finish putting this radiator in tonight, at least. And then I think I'm gonna call it done for the night. So final update for the night. I got the radiator installed. I got the transmission lines hooked up to the radiator, the overflow hooked up to the radiator, and I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, and the top hose. And you guys can see. There it is. I got top hose. Overflow and 2 transmission lines. And so far, I guess all I got left to do is finish buttoning up the pulley assembly on the front end of the motor, starter underneath, and header on this side, distributor, carburetor, and my oil sending unit line. Yeah, I still got a bunch. But the reason I don't have the starter on yet is because I want to try to use this starter instead of this starter. This is a really good starter. And there's this just generic big bulky son of a gun. And the problem with this is I can't get the right holes lined up, and it's starting to make me wonder if my block is to maybe an older style block and this is meant for a newer style block. I don't know. I'm too tired at this point to figure it out. I'm going to come back out tomorrow and try to work on all this. And hopefully the old girl will be running tomorrow or the next day. Because it's not like I have full days to work on this. I only have, like, after work to come in here and actually work on this. So, that's it.